Bola Tinubu has held his first meeting with service chiefs led by the Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Rabo, at the State House, Abuja. Present at the closed-door session were Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahya, Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awal Gambo, the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Isiaka Mo, and the Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba. Although the meeting's agenda is not yet public, briefings from each security chief to keep the president abreast with the state of the nation's security may form part of deliberations. In his inaugural address on Monday, Tinubu had promised Nigerians that security would be top priority of his administration. The meeting between the federal government and the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) over fuel subsidy removal has ended without a consensus. The meeting began around 4 p.m. on Wednesday at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Representatives of the federal government included Dele Alake, the spokesperson for President Bola Tinubu, and the group CEO of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPC Limited, Mele Kyari. Alake speaks on some of the deliberations at the meeting.
On finding very, very amicable resolution to the issue at hand, to the queue and all of that, and the increase in pump price. And we had a very robust engagement. We cross-fertilized ideas flew from all sides, and there's one thing that is remarkable, even from the Labour side, and that is Nigeria. We are looking at the peace, progress, and stability of Nigeria. And that is what is paramount. Of course, the NNPC MD is here, Mr. Kyari. We cannot go into any details now because talks are still ongoing.
Other government officials present were the Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Godwin Emefiele, and former Edo State Governor Adams Oshiomhole. The organized labor was represented by the NLC National President, Joe Ajaero, and the President of the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, Festus Osifo. The Group Chief Executive Officer, Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Mele Kyari, has allayed the fear of Nigerians on the rising price of premium motor spirit, known as petrol, across the country. The NNPC boss said competition among major players in the oil sector would force down the price of petrol as against the upward trends that have caused panic in the country. Queues returned to fuel stations across the country following the recent increase in the petrol pump price occasioned by the discontinuance of petroleum subsidy. Earlier on Wednesday, the NNPC said it had adjusted the pump price of petrol to reflect the market realities. On Thursday, Kyari said the removal of subsidy would allow new entrants into the market. And now the Central Bank of Nigeria has debunked the claim that it has devalued the Naira. A statement signed by Acting Director Corporate Communications Isa Abdulmomin says the dollar still trades at 465 naira per dollar, contrary to reports. CBN gave the clarification on its official Twitter page following misleading reports of Naira devaluation on social media. You're listening to Adaba News at 3 on 88.9 FM Akure, transmitting from Ilaramoki. After the break, Plateau Assembly suspends Council Chairman. Details of this story and more coming up. Details of this story and more coming up shortly. Please join us again.
Are you in search of a good school for your children and what? Search no more. Oluwaponle Memorial High School Akure is now open for new academic session.
88.9 FM on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. With an audience of over 60,000 people across all our social media platforms and a reach of over 315,000 overall. Call these numbers today to push your market before that audience. Kadzim on 080 30414 or Hazan on 080-650-77920 or Feyi on 0814-138-8719 or Temi on 080-66766-944. You can place your business and brand adverts on Adaba 88.9 FM online platforms at Adaba FM TV on YouTube, Adaba 88.9 FM on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. With an audience of over 60,000 people across all our social media platforms and a reach of over 315,000 overall. Call these numbers today to push your market before that audience. Kadzim on 080 30414 or Hazan on 080-650-77920 or Feyi on 0814-138-8719 or Temi on 080-66766-944. You can place your business and brand adverts on Adaba 88.9 FM online platforms at Adaba FM TV on YouTube, Adaba 88.9 FM on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. With an audience of over 60,000 people across all our social media platforms and a reach of over 300.
Back for news, updating live streaming, visit our website www.adaba889.fm or download Adaba FM app on Google Play Store. You can be part of us on our social media platforms www.facebook.com/AdabFM88.9 on Facebook, at Adaba889FM on Instagram and Twitter, and Adaba FM TV or YouTube. You can also provide us information via email newsroom@adaba889.fm. Until the rest of the bulletin, the National Assembly management has commenced clearance of members of the Senate and the House of Representatives for payment and collection of severance packages as the Ninth Assembly winds down. The clerk of the House, Yahya Danzaria, made this known in a notice to members at the plenary on Wednesday. The Ninth Assembly, which was inaugurated on June the 11th, 2019, is expected to wind down by the first week of June, while the 10th Assembly is billed for inauguration on June the 13th, 2023. The Speaker of the House, Femi Gbajabiamila, read out the clerk's notice to members on the floor. For the outgoing 9th Assembly, over 30 billion naira has been budgeted for severance and welcome package for outgoing and incoming members and aides in the 2023 Appropriation Act. The federal government and the striking Joint Health Sector Union are expected to reconvene today in a bid to find a resolution to the ongoing indefinite strike. The National Vice Chairman of JOISU, Dr. Obina Ogbonna, made this known during a media chat. Members of the union embarked on an indefinite strike last Thursday to pursue their demands. The unions had met with the government last Thursday, but the meeting ended in a deadlock. Members of the Plateau State House of Assembly have suspended all the chairmen in the 17 local government areas of the state. The House members suspended the local government bosses on Thursday during their plenary presided over by the Speaker, Abok Ayuba. Their suspension followed a motion moved by the lawmaker representing Langtan North constituency, perfect year. The motion bordered on financial impropriety leveled against the local government officials through a petition. Ayuba, who announced their suspension after the motion was passed, directed the council officials to hand over all government properties in their possession to the Director of Personnel Management, while investigation into the allegations against them commences. Governor Obasani of Kaduna State says his administration is committed to providing logistic support to security agencies in the fight against banditry, terrorism, and other related crimes in the state. This is contained in a statement by the governor's chief press secretary, Muhammad Shehu. The governor expresses concern over the insecurity in the state, adding that safety and security remained a major plank of his administration's 7-point agenda. It charges heads of security agencies in the state to facilitate and/or organize an all-inclusive security summit with a view to promoting community engagement and creation of public enlightenment on public safety and security. Meanwhile, the heads of security agencies assured the governor of their total commitment to the restoration of peace in the state. To end Adaba News at 3, a recap of our top stories.
At Wexford College, we promise you a new and exciting journey to the top. Now feel the difference of a world-class academic campus set out in a conducive learning environment. This is it, I can say, this is it. Wexford College is more than just a school, it's a heaven. A home for grooming future champions. Wexford College, this is it. We pride ourselves with world-class infrastructure and highly motivated staff. This is it, I can say. Wexford is gold at the prize of silver. Wexford College, intelligence, integrity, and industry. Wexford College, yeah, this is it.
Wexford College, First Gate, Obaile Housing Estate, Akure North Local Government. Telephone
0703 898 3428. 0703 898 3428.
Wexford College, the international gathering of future champions, moving forward.
We told you that President Bola Tinubu has held his first meeting with service chiefs led by the Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Rabo, at the State House, Abuja. Central Bank of Nigeria has debunked the claim that it has devalued the Naira. And members of the Plateau State House of Assembly have suspended all the chairmen in the 17 local government areas of the state. And that's Adaba News at 3. It was edited by Olabisi Olaniyi Oluwasegun. I'm Adeola Adekunle. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon.
Place College, Akure, Ondo State, the secondary arm of the winner of the best private school in Nigeria, an epitome of ethical and academics distinction, a role model in global best practices. At Place College, we provide a 21st century driven teaching and